everyone, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back, and thank you for supporting me. I'm Coretta. So in today's video, I will be creating these really awesome eyeglasses photo props. These eyeglasses can be created for any occasion. Y'all, I'm so excited, so let's get started. For this project, I used black 100-pound cardstock that I purchased from Amazon. I used glitter cardstock that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. And I used white cardstock that I purchased from Michaels. My glue of choice is Andrina's Creation AK Craft Glue. I will leave a link to all of these items in the description box below. To complete this project, I purchased an eyeglass template from Etsy at the shop Suzer Shop. I will leave the link for the template in the description below. After purchasing the template, I downloaded it to my computer. The file will download as a zip file, and you will need to unzip the file so that you can get the SVG to upload into Cricut Design Space. So I'm going to upload this file into Cricut Design Space. To upload into Design Space, I'm going to go to Upload, Upload Image. I'm going to select Browse. I'm going to browse to where the file is saved. I'm going to select the image and I'm going to select Open. The file is going to upload as a cut image. I'm going to select Upload. On the recent upload, I'm going to select the file and I'm going to select Add to Canvas. The file is added to the canvas and it's in the correct size. So you do not need to resize the file. But you will need to ungroup the file from the text that is attached to the file itself. To ungroup, I am going to make sure everything is selected, and on the top of the layers panel, I'm going to select ungroup. Before deleting the text, I'm going to note that the text states to change the blue lines to a score line in whatever program you are using. And we are using Cricut. For this tutorial, I am going to keep the score lines as a basic cut line so that the cut line will be a perforated line that will allow me to fold the cardstock. As you can see, I cannot see any blue lines on this earpiece layer here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the color of the earpieces to white. So I'm going to select the earpiece, go to Operation, select the color swatch, and change to white. And I'm going to do that for both of the earpieces. Now I can delete the text. I'm going to delete using the delete key on my keyboard. So as you can see on the earpiece, there is a line. This is the cut line that the instructions was saying you could turn to a score line. We're going to leave it as a cut line. So what I need to do in order for this to cut on this particular piece, I need to attach this cut line. So I am going to select the first earpiece and the cut line, and I am going to go to the bottom right menu bar and I'm going to select attach. And I'm going to do the same thing for the second one. I'm going to highlight the earpiece and the cut line. Let me move this one out the way. The earpiece and the cut line, and I'm going to go to the bottom menu and select attach. Next, you will see that the eyeglasses do not have an opening so that you can see through them. And so I will need to create the opening so that you can see through the glasses. So I'm going to move these up here and out of the way really quick. And we're going to take a look at the frame of the eyeglasses. On the layers panel, you will see that there are two lenses, one on the right hand side and one on the left hand side. So if I move this out of the way, it's still no opening there. So in order for me to create the opening, I am going to slice. To slice an opening, I am going to select the lens on the menu, on the layers panel. Select the lens on the layers panel. So this over here. And I'm going to hold my shift key down and I'm going to select the frame of the eyeglasses. Then on the bottom right menu, I'm going to select slice. Once the function is complete, I'm going to delete, using my keyboard, I'm going to delete the slice results. And as you can see, it leaves an opening here so that you can see through it when you put them on. I am going to repeat the same process for the left side. So I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to select the lens. I'm going to scroll up. I'm going to hold my shift key. And I'm going to select the frame. And then I am going to go to the bottom menu and select slice. After the function is complete, I am going to delete the slice results, leaving the opening in the eyeglasses so that you can see through them. Now we have our template all set up. The next thing I'm going to do is add some decorative elements to the eyeglasses. For this tutorial, I will be adding decorative elements related to New Year, but you can add any decorative elements you like. You can add decorative elements for birthday parties, retirement parties, Christmas parties, class reunions, and even baby showers or gender reveals. For this tutorial, I will be showing 2 ways that you can decorate your eyeglasses. So before I begin, I'm going to select the frame and I'm going to duplicate it by going to the layers panel and selecting duplicate. I'm going to move this one off to the side so that it can be out of the way when I'm decorating the first pair of the eyeglasses. For the first frame, I am going to add the text 2023, which is 2023. To add text, I am going to select the text option on the left menu, and I'm going to type 2023. I'm going to change the font here to a font called Merry Christmas. And I downloaded this font from the font. To change the font, I'm going to go to the top menu, and under font, I'm going to pull down the drop down menu. I'm going to select system since I want a font that I downloaded, and I'm going to type Christmas. And it's going to pull up the Merry Christmas font. I'm going to select that font, and then I'm going to X out of the font option. Now that I have my font, I am going to size the font down and position it on top of my glasses, making sure that it is sized how I want it to be sized. And now that I have it like how I want it, I am going to change the color of it to gold. After I have sized and positioned the text where I want it, I'm going to add an offset to my text. So to add an offset, I am going to select the text. I'm going to go to the top menu bar and I'm going to select offset. I am going to change the distance of my offset to 0.10. And I am going to hit apply. Once satisfied with the way that my offset and my text look, I'm going to move the go numbers out of the way. I am going to select the frame and the number offset, and I am going to go to the bottom right menu bar, select combine and weld. Now I have one piece. I'm going to bring the 2023 back up, place it on top of the frame with the offset so I can see what it looks like. And so far, I like how that looks. Next, on the other side, I'm going to add some stars. To add stars, I'm going to go to the left toolbar, select shape option, and then I'm going to select the star. I'm going to size the star to fit onto the glasses. So making sure that my proportion is locked, I am going to size this star down to 0.85. And I am going to position it on the eyeglasses. I'm going to change it to gold. And then I'm going to make sure that it is in a location that I want it to be in. After positioning the star, I am going to duplicate the star because I want more than one star on this side of the eyeglasses. So I am going to duplicate this star. To duplicate it, I'm going to go to the top of the layers panel and I'm going to select duplicate. This star, I want it to be slightly larger than the other star. So I am going to size this star at 0.95. Let me see. What if I do it at 1.10? No, 9.5 at 1. So I'm going to size this star at 1. And I'm going to position them how I want them both to be. So I like the position of the stars. Okay. So now that I have my stars positioned, I am going to add an offset. To add an offset, I'm going to select the first star, go to the top menu bar, select offset, and I am going to put an offset of 0.05 and apply. I'm going to select the second star and add an offset of 0.05 and 0.05, hit apply. So I have offsets on both of the stars. Now I am satisfied with the placement of my stars. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the gold stars out of the way. I'm also going to move the 2023 out of the way. I am going to select the stars and the frame, and I'm going to go to the bottom right menu bar, select combine, and select well. I now have one solid piece. I am going to bring back the gold numbers as well as the gold stars. So we can see how the frame look. And I am satisfied with how the frame on the eyeglasses look. Now that we've completed the first eyeglass template, now we're going to do the second eyeglass template. So I'm going to group all of these together, and I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to bring the second template over. For the second pair, I'm going to add a colorful Happy New Year image that I found on Google. I'm going to add it to the canvas, going to upload image, browse. I'm going to go to where the image is saved, select the image, and hit open. The image is going to upload, so I'm going to select complex, and I'm going to select continue. Here, I want to clean up the image a little bit because it has like this gray border around it, and I don't want the gray border. So to clean the image up, I'm going to scroll down to the manual options, make sure that the wand is selected, and I am going to remove the gray background from around the image. So after I've removed the gray background, I'm going to select apply and continue. Here I'm going to select the cut image, the print then cut image, and select upload. On the recent uploads, I'm going to select the image and I'm going to add to canvas. The next thing I'm going to do is size the image to fit on the frame. So I'm going to go up, select the image, move it up. I'm going to unlock the proportion, and then I'm going to pull from the corner, and I am going to size the design. I'm going to size this image to fit on the frame. Now that I have it sized and positioned, I want to make sure that the image is centered on the frame. So I am going to select both the image and the frame. I'm going to go to the top menu bar, select Align, and Center Horizontally. Once I'm satisfied, I'm going to add an offset to the image. To add the offset, again, I'm going to select the image. I'm going to go up to the top menu bar. I'm going to select offset, and I am going to change the distance on this offset to 0.75. I meant not 0.75, 0.075. And then I'm going to hit apply. I'm going to move the image out of the way. I'm going to select the image offset and the frame. I'm going to go to the bottom menu, select combined and weld. We now have one solid piece for the eyeglasses. I'm going to bring the image back up so that I can position the image on top of the frame with the offset and see if everything is okay. I like how that looks. So now we've completed the second pair of eyeglasses. Since I have two pair of glasses and I only have one pair of earpieces, I am going to duplicate the earpieces. So to duplicate them, I am going to select them. On the top of the layers panel, I'm going to select duplicate. And I am going to have two pair of the earpieces. So I have everything ready to go. But before I go to make it, I want to change the earpieces back to black so that it can cut with the other black layers. So to change it to black, I'm just going to select the earpieces, go to operations, and change it to black. And I'm going to do that for both pair of the glasses, the earpieces. So now I have everything the way that I want it. And so now I'm ready to go to make it. On this screen, it shows that Cricut has prepared 3 mats. It has prepared a print then cut mat. It has prepared a black mat. And it has prepared a gold mat. The gold mat is going to be cut out with glitter cardstock, and the black mat is going to be cut out with black cardstock, and the print and cut is going to be printed and then cut. There is nothing else to be done on this screen, so I'm going to select continue. On this screen, I am going to send my print then cut image to the printer. Once it's finished printing, I am going to cut it out. Then I will cut out all the other pieces. Once I'm finished cutting everything, I will come back and show how I assemble the eyeglasses. So I have everything all cut out. I have my first pair of glasses and I have my second pair of glasses. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to assemble them. So I'm going to start with the first pair. So I'm going to move the second pair out of the way and I'm going to bring over the first pair. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to glue down the gold decorative pieces onto the frame like so. So I'm going to position them and I'm going to glue them down like this, putting the stars over here. And so the first pair of glasses would be glued like so. So I have the gold pieces glued to the frame, and the next step is to glue the earpieces to the frame. So the first step is to fold the earpieces so that it will fit on to the eyeglass frame. So for this side and this side, like that. So you're going to have the frames like that, right? So what we're going to do is on the score line, let me see if I can get you to see it. That's a score line right there. You are going to fold the score line so that you can position it onto the eyeglasses. And what you're going to do is you are going to position, you're going to add glue to the tab, and then you're going to glue the eyeglass piece, the earpiece, to the frame, making sure that the edges are flush. So you want to make sure they're flush like that. And you want to do that on both sides of your frame. So you're going to fold that piece, the tab in, and then you're going to position it onto your eyeglass frame like so, making sure that the edges are flushed. So now I have both of the earpieces attached to the frame. And those are the first pair of glasses. Now I'm going to add the earpieces and the decorative element to the second pair. So there we have both pair of our New Year 2023 eyeglasses photo prop. All right, guys, that's all for now. I hope that you were able to follow along with my process. If you like this video and would like to see more, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and consider subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I will respond back. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.